comes the radio guy. With all new audio content for the broadcast industry. With voiceover talent, John Gale.
Well, welcome to a Thursday edition of the Radio Guy. Hi, gang. John Gale with you on this January 21st, 2021. Wow, 12121. Yeah, you won't see that in probably quite a while. Hey, we're excited to be here. We're going to be doing some live radio voiceover work for the next hour or so on our Twitch stream, on YouTube, and on Facebook Live. You can follow us on any of those platforms. The Radio Guy, of course, on YouTube, as well as Facebook Live. Give us a little thumbs up. Let us know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what nation. If you're involved in radio broadcasting, audio editing, weather forecasting, this is the place to be over the next hour or so, as I'm a part of the Radio Forecast Network, RFN. We're a group of around 80 to 100 voiceover artists, some of us meteorologists that do weather forecasts for around 220 stations and all of their day parts every single day. That's a lot of weather. We want to welcome you guys to the group. Anita Dakin-Cheatham's in the Facebook page, as well as Richard Smith. Richard Smith, happy birthday to you, my friend. By the look of your photo, I'd say you're at least 19 years old. Richard, happy birthday to you. We want to welcome each and every one of you. We're going to get started right away with our very first forecast using Adobe Audition CS 2020. This is our digital audio workstation. And welcome William Chris Stevens to the group as well. You can see we have WGNZ located in our first track right here. This is the music bed for the weathercast for a radio station in Montgomery County, Ohio, covering the great city of Dayton, home of NCR, the creators of Pound Puppies, and the pull tabs on your Coke cans, right? So we're going to arm our microphone in the second track, which is a Shure SM7B standard broadcast microphone. We'll start a recording. You'll see my voice highlighting in red in real time. We'll come back to this production in just a second. Let's look at the forecast view. This is from the National Weather Service. This is basically my copy today. We're going to start with the weather forecast, the open here at the top, and then we'll go with tonight's day part. Since this airs 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll go through probably Saturday, and then a long promotional close right here. So let's get to it. Put 29 seconds on the clock, and let's give it a shot. Here we go. Starting our timer now. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Skywatch weather as we head into the evening. Increasing clouds tonight, some light winds out of our west, a low of 25. Mostly cloudy on Friday with a high of 32, and partly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 17. This forecast underwritten by the father-son team at Greenview Plumbing. For all your plumbing needs, one call can solve it all. 937-825-7569. I'm John Gale from the Skywatch Weather Desk on Good News Radio. All right, that's the forecast, and it's a one-take Johnny G. Yes, sirree, we like to celebrate those with a little confetti and a little blow horns. One take. And William Stevens says, got my staples taken out of my cast. Yes, but still can't walk, got out a boot. You know what? My daughter sprained her ankle very badly last week in a stupid little thing she did in the gymnasium floor, just playing some volleyball with some friends. And it's gotten worse and worse, swollen, black and blue, and she's numb now, so we're thinking she might have fractured something. We're taking her to the hospital later today. So pray for her, will you, Chris? That would be great. All right, we're going to scroll in now, zoom into the Adobe Audition large screen view. The voiceover that we just started right there, I think we've got it in the wrong spot. Let's find it here. Tonight, some light winds out of our west. That looks right. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Sky. All right, looks good. I think we just went a little bit too long. Let's zoom in to the very front end of things. The stinger has a little bit of a fade out as it stings. That's where you want the voiceover to begin. We'll raise up the voice a hair. I'm trying to see where my... No, we're good. All right, we're good to go. Let's unmute the music bed now, and we'll bounce down both these audio files, the voiceover with the music bed, combining them here into one stereo audio file. A little bit of clipping going on, so I pulled back the volume. Add our mastering and effects. Here we go. Finished product for WGNZ's forecast, Dayton, Ohio weather for tonight. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Skywatch weather as we head into the evening. Increasing clouds tonight, some light winds out of our west, a low of 25. Mostly cloudy on Friday with a high of 32, and partly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 17. This forecast underwritten by the father-son team at Greenview Plumbing. For all your plumbing needs, one call can solve it all. 937-825-7569. I'm John Gale from the Skywatch Weather Desk on Good News Radio. All right, looks good there for WG&Z. We're just going to zoom in to the end of things and trim off the dead air so it triggers right into the next production. Same thing at the front side of things, just a couple milliseconds of nothing there. Control-Shift-E, guys, is a shortcut that we can use in Windows PC version to go ahead and bring up this export file window. So we can save it. We're going to save this one actually as an MP3 file. So we'll go ahead and copy and paste that basically just right here. Control-C, Control-V, you know the drill. We'll save that as the MP3. Look for it here in my E drive. There it is. We just saved it. And we'll send that on its way via file transfer protocol over the internet. Can we get Johnny G to do our weather? Chris Brookbanks. Yeah, Chris, come on now. Get a grip, will ya? No, I don't even know. Where Nathan, what station you at, my friend? Nathan Hill's in the group. Welcome, Nathan. And Chris says, you betcha that I will do. Praying for Delaney for her ankle. Yeah, love you guys. Keep me posted. It's very unbearable. But think she's young. She will heal super fast. That's the part of the worry, because it's been about 6 days. So we're concerned that she might already be healing. They might have to re-break or do something terrible like that. Let's close out this template, open up a brand new one. Our next station on the list for this Thursday edition of the Radio Guy is KULH in Brookfield, Missouri. This is Kansas City area. We're going to go ahead and open up a brand new multi-track template session we pre-created for KULH almost a year ago now when we started doing the weather on YouTube and Facebook. Here we go. We're going to arm our microphone again, and you see the music bed in track 1. Right there, again, a stinger in the front. We'll start our recorder and come back to this in a second. Let's look at the forecast view. Put 28 seconds on the clock. 3 to 6 p.m. this forecast will be airing. We'll start with tonight's day part for The Wave, which is a Christian contemporary format in Brookfield, Missouri. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, partly cloudy skies expected with some calm winds coming out of our north. Our low temperature right around 22. Mostly sunny skies for your Friday with our high only reaching near 31 and partly cloudy overnight Friday evening, a low of 17. Sunshine returns for a bit on Saturday, a high of 37. And that is a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. And that, my friends, yeah, baby. It's another one, Take Johnny G. And let's see, Nathan says we're in the UK. Basically, you could just record it's raining, and we could use that every single day. That's funny. That's funny, Nathan. You know, there are parts of the U.S. like that, too. Oregon, Seattle, rains all the time. Crazy, crazy. The weather patterns around the world, they can really wreak havoc in different parts, you know, just the climate of different parts. Lots of rain in the UK, huh? Wow. All right, let's zoom in here. We'll look at the finished product, almost finished product here as we line up the voiceover that we just finished for KULH. We'll raise it up just a little bit in volume, about 1.5. Unmute the music bed, bounce down, add the effects that we need. A little bit of a clipping going on here. We're going to have to pull back our volume here. Let's hit play, see what we sound like. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, partly cloudy skies expected with some calm winds coming out of our north. Our low temperature right around 22. Mostly sunny skies for your Friday with our high only reaching near 31 and partly cloudy overnight Friday evening, a low of 17. Sunshine returns for a bit on Saturday, a high of 37. And that is a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, looks good there. We're just going to add a little fade here on the end of the music bed. They gave us a little too much. We don't need it. We only need to be 30 to 32 on this one. So we'll highlight just a little bit of the jingle, switch to the cam right view, go up to our favorites tab, down about halfway. There's a fade out button. Hit that effect button. Boom, shakalaka boom.
Boom, shakalaka.
Perfect fade right there. All right, looks good. Let's scroll back to the front of things again, just trimming off the dead air, making sure that it triggers right directly into the production and then there's no pause between whatever just played. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut that I told you about, that brings up the export file window. We could save it as a WAV, an OGG, an MP3. We're going to save this as an MP3 file, naming it KULHFM ADR, and just copying and pasting it here in the export file window. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you just tuned in, we're doing some live weather forecasting for radio stations across the United States. I'm a voiceover artist, and we do about 25 of these every single day. Let's go ahead and find that we just saved here as the MP3 and send it on its way to Kansas City area, Brookfield, Missouri. John, would you mind showing us a bit more detail of your effects rack? What do you use there? Compression. Yeah, absolutely. Here, we'll get to it. Let's bring up the next station, KIUL, which is in Scott City, Dodge City, Kansas, a new sheriff's in town here. All right, so let me show you what we're doing. We'll close out this template for KULH and open up a brand new one for KIUL. We'll just go through the whole process a little bit. Oh, this is a dry read, so this one's kind of simple. But anyway, dry read. So on the dry read, we just have some simple effects. We have some denoise. Let me switch to the Adobe views so you guys can see this a little bit. This is just on my microphone. We'll start the recorder there. So we have some denoise, and I'll edit the effect and just show you I've got some heavy noise reduction, about 51% on the high end on my microphone. I'm real close to a computer fan, so we've got some denoise there. Then on the mastering, I'm using subtle clarity, a preset I've rearranged some of this. Now you guys can't see this. Let me switch to a different view here. If I go tiny cam, you can see this. All right, so here's the rack effect for the mastering. I've got it on retro with no reverb, of course, about 15% exciter on it, peaking enabled at 2300, at rather 2000 hertz, 2033 hertz, increase of 1.4 dB. An output gain 0, a little bit of loudness maximizer 10%, and a widener at about 30% for subtle clarity. Now when I do a finished product, like after we record it, the effects that I'll add is I'll add some amplitude compression, multiband compression, and I'll do the broadcast effect on that, and that's pretty much it. All right. High-end drop on an SM7B, you must have a really sibilant voice. I do. I do have a high kind of tenor type of sound in my voice, but I did a flat kind of response. I didn't bounce up the low end on the Shure SM7B in the back of it, so the equalization's, I think, pretty flat on that. I'm actually copying you here now, John. Ooh. Chris Brubanks is here too. He's our music and tech guy. Oh, that's cool. Chris Brookbanks. Welcome to the group. Yeah, here we go. All right, KIUL. Let's give it a read. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast view real quick. I'll show you that finished when we add the effects without doing the macros here in just a second. This airs 6 to midnight. Here we go. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Partly cloudy skies with some light winds coming out of our northeast. Our low temperature right around 22. Some sunshine returns for our Friday with a high reaching 45. And mostly cloudy Friday evening. Again, some calm winds out of the south and southeast. Our low temperature right around 28. Mostly cloudy for your Saturday. Some gusting winds out of the south with a high of 55. And cloudy Saturday evening, a low of 29. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, that's the one take that we expect and love so much. Let's scroll back to the front of things. And we'll switch to the Adobe view and let you see this process here from the top, trimming it out. Scrolling back to the 0 mark. All right, here is where I would just bounce it down to a new track, okay? I've done a macro for that. I've almost done it so many times I forget how to actually bounce down. Okay, mix sessions to a new file, bounce to a new track. All right, so that's what I would do, bounce to a new track. But I did that as a macro right here. So it gives me a stereo audio file right here. And you can see we're a little bit over, so I'm going to just trim it real quick to get it to the 30 mark. I think this will do it. Let's look. Yeah, about 6.3. Let's zoom in here real tight, pull out a little bit of this breath. That'll get me to where I need to be. Yep, perfect, 30 there. All right, so then we would go up to Effects. Let's go this view so you can see it. Effects. We will go, let's see, amplitude compression, then multiband compressor, broadcast effect right here. I've got it on broadcast, and I've got a, I don't think I've messed much with this. I've got the brick wall limiter on it. 4 millisecond attack, negative 0.1 dB margin, threshold negative 10 dB. And I brought it down the gain a little bit. I've also messed with let's see, the pop master setting, but I really like the broadcast effect that they've already set up, so we'll hit apply to that. And that's ready to roll pretty much. As far as equalization and mastering and all, that's already pretty much built in there to that effect. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut here. It brings up this export file window. Chris, do you use Adobe at all, or are you pretty much a Pro Tools guy? KIUL's in the can. We're just going to save this to my E drive first. Naming it, overwriting yesterday's forecast. Otherwise, I'd have a folder full of forecasts that I don't need. We're just basically going over each file from the day before. So we're saving it. We don't keep a whole bunch that way. On time, good job. Moving on via FTP over the internet through the woods to Cincinnati. No, rather not Cincinnati. Chiefland, Florida. This is Tampa Bay, Florida. This one has a music bed. So we'll go ahead and close out the template we just did, the dry read template that we created. I love to make little templates of everything. It saves so much time. When you do a bunch of these, you can just pull it up real quick. It's already got the jingle in it, of course. Whatever you've done, however you've saved it, we save it first as export it as a sessions template, and that will be that way forever. You just pull up the Pro Tools. Chris says, yeah, but I still have Audition 3.0. Oh, you gotta at least do the trial, Chris, and see what the improvements have become. Of course, this is all in the cloud now. CS 2020, I think. I'm not even sure if that's the latest version. They might have a 2021 already, but I believe it's the same pretty much. All right, so we're just going to arm my microphone here. All right, here we go. Starting our recorder there. We'll come back to that in just a second. Let's look at the forecast. 6 to midnight, 30 seconds on the clock. Joyful Sounds Radio. This is 91.5 FM out there in Chiefland, Florida. Levi, home county of station, Dixie and Gilchrist. We'll start with tonight's day part. Weather forecast-wise for Florida. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies, some calm winds coming out of our southwest. Our low temperature right around 54. It will be mostly cloudy again on your Friday, but our high will reach near 71, and clouds continue Friday evening. A low right around 55. Clouds for your Saturday with a high of 67, and for Saturday night as well, a low of 52. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, that looks good. One take. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah. All right, we'll zoom in here, find the front of the forecast. Let's switch to the Adobe view. The Adobe view for your post-production editing pleasure here. I believe this is the front right here. I'm John Gale. It is. Let's trim it out. It's weird how you can begin to see the starts of what you're actually recording as opposed to everything else. So we've dragged back, lined it up underneath the music bed. It's already pretty hot. Let's leave it. We'll unmute the music bed, bounce down both the tracks. A little bit of clipping going on at the 19-second mark there or so. Let's pull that back. Add our mastering. Here we go, finished product. We've got a long music bed that we need to trim out and fade here, but let's audition what we have so far for WTBH. This is Chiefland, Florida's forecast. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies, some calm winds coming out of our southwest. Our low temperature right around 54. Wow. It will be mostly cloudy again on your Friday, but our high will reach near 71, and clouds continue Friday evening. A low right around 55. Clouds for your Saturday with a high of 67, and for Saturday night as well, a low of 52. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. Little fade right there we're going to add at the very end of things. You guys are cracking me up with your conversation in here. This is great stuff. See, Nathan says he does most of the production for Chris. He's an audition guy, been using it since the days of Cool Edit Pro. Yeah, way back in the day. Oh my goodness, I think my first editing was on Cool Edit Pro. No Reaper for me, that's for certain. Cool Edit Pro, I was using it when it was Centrillium Cool Edit 96. What? Wow. Fading out the end of this here real quick on the end. So we have a perfect little fade.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, baby. My friend Brett Allen did that voice for me. Boom shakalaka. Let's zoom into the front of things. I believe this is just a breath. Let's look. I'm John Gale with your WTBH. It is. All right. Control-Shift-E. Shortcut. Gonna save it as an MP3, 4800 hertz, stereo 24-bit. This is the standard that we use for radio, sometimes 16-bit even, believe it or not. And this is WTBH. I'm naming it the wrong thing. Let me copy and paste that here. And to the file window name, overriding it. Hey guys, make sure you like us. Richard, Nathan, Chris, we'd love to have you guys be a part on a regular basis. Follow us. If you follow us, you'll get you'll get notifications then every single time we load up brand new content, which is basically every weekday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we're a little delayed if there's a technical problem or something like that. We might start by noon or something like that, but usually it's right around 11:30 every single day. I've got to get these forecasts in by like 2 p.m. So that's how we get her done. Sending this off over the internet via FTP, kind of like a giant Dropbox, right into the IP address of a folder for the radio station there in Chiefland, Florida. And it will air then this evening, 6 p.m. WTYJ is up next. This is Ferndale, Louisiana. Another dry read. No music behind me on this one. Just my golden-throated, velvet-coated voice. WTBH. I will keep messing those up and thinking it's, or WTYJ. Keep thinking it's KMAR. KMAR is also in Louisiana. All right, so we'll start our recorder there. In track one, just with some denoise and mastering, look at the forecast view. This one airs 4 p.m. until 6 a.m. the next morning on two sticks, WTYJ, WMIS. This is Adams, Jefferson, Franklin counties, Natchez, Fayette, near Jackson, Mississippi. We'll start with tonight's day part, 30 seconds. Here we go now. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, showers before midnight with our low temperature right around 57. Rain will continue on your Friday morning with some showers possible in the afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy with a high temperature of 62. Mostly cloudy skies on your Friday evening, a low of 46, and clouds continue for your Saturday. Some light winds out of our east and northeast, a low temperature right around 59. A chance of rain Friday. A chance of rain Saturday evening, a low of 52. This is John Gale reporting. All right, a little warble there at the end, but we'll fix it in the mix. Yes, we will. Let's scroll back. Find in the front of the forecast for Ferndale, Louisiana. We'll trim it right there. Zoom in a little tighter. Scroll that back to the 0 cursor mark, bouncing it down to the stereo audio file. A little bit of a clip there at 9 seconds. Here's our mistake. Let's add our mastering and effects first. From the rain Friday. Right there. Northeast, a low temperature right around 59. A chance of rain Friday. A chance of rain. That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. A chance of rain Friday. It's going to be hard. And a chance of rain Friday. And a chance is going to be hard because it's not going to sound the same. Let's keep going. A chance of rain Friday. A chance of rain Saturday. And, okay, so I think I can get it in there. And a chance. And a chance of rain Friday. A chance of... Yep, I think I can do it. All right, let's zoom in here real tight. And a chance right there. It should be a chance. Let's listen. Chance of rain. Yep, that'll work. Chance of rain Friday. Crud. All right, then we go with chance right here. I think it'll work. Let's clip it out. Listen. Not sure where it went. Out of our east and northeast, a low temperature right around 59. A chance of rain Saturday evening. A little clip there. Let's listen. Let's go in. That one's going to be hard to fix. A chance of rain. And we might just kill the and. See what that does. It's a little weird. See that little clippy clip there? Zoom in and pull that out and see what that does. If it sounds weird, we'll just do a reread real quick. A chance of rain Saturday. Yeah, too tight. You know, sometimes it's easier to just reread. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's do it again. Sorry about that. Hey, you know what? It happens, guys. 30 seconds again. Let's give it another read. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, some showers early on with a low temperature right around 57. Rain likely before noon on your Friday and again in the afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy. Our high temperature near 62. Mostly cloudy skies for your Friday evening, some gusting winds out of our northeast and a low of 46. More clouds for your Saturday with calm winds out of the east and northeast. a high temperature of 59. This is John Gale reporting. All right, we're a little shy of our 30 as well there. Let's go ahead, switch back. At least we got a good read. Let's go to the Adobe Editing large screen view for your post-production editing pleasure here. Scroll back. It's really not post, but pretty close. Scroll here. 30 seconds. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's give it a go. Here we go. Trim right there. Looks pretty good. I might have to clean that up a little bit. Let's look. Zoom in. Boogada, boogada, boogada. No, we're okay. All right, good. We're a little shy of our 30, so let's go ahead, bounce her down. We'll trim this up first, a little tighter. Bounce it down. Add the mastering. Look real close here. We're at 29.6. All right, 29.6. We'll trim off the end. Go to our Effects tab. Time and Pitch feature. Drop-down menu, submenu, Stretch and Pitch Process. We're going to change the current duration 29.682. We're going to stretch it out a little bit, about half a second longer. It won't change the pitch of my voice, just the speed. 30 seconds, hit apply, and boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Let's scroll back, listen to the finished product. WTYJ's forecast for overnight Louisiana Fern Day. Here we go. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, some showers early on with a low temperature right around 57. Rain likely before noon on your Friday and again in the afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy. Our high temperature near 62. Mostly cloudy skies for your Friday evening, some gusting winds out of our northeast and a low of 46. More clouds for your Saturday with calm winds out of the east and northeast, a high temperature of 59. This is John Gale reporting from the... All right, not bad. We'll save that one here real easy to my E drive. Just going to name it WTYJ FM ADR 4, and we'll move on to the next signal on the list. Let's quickly save that and overwrite yesterday's forecast there for Louisiana, because nobody cares about yesterday's weather. Here we go. Finding it, sending it on its way over the internet via FTP. We can move on to Cincinnati now. WGRI's up next, an AM signal. This is a Christian news talk station, 1050 AM. They've got their own jingle bed. We're opening up here right behind my head. WGRI is up next on the Radio Guy. If you're just tuning in, we're doing some live radio broadcast voiceover production, doing weathercasts for radio stations across the U.S. We'll start our recorder in track 2. We've loaded up a music bed for WGRI. They're in track 1. This is AM 1050, airing 6 p.m. till midnight Eastern Standard Time. Let's look at the forecast view. You guys can read along with a copy with me. 24 seconds on the clock from the National Weather Service. We're going to start with tonight's day part. Tonight, probably through Saturday night, maybe Sunday morning. Here we go. Start with the open here, then we'll close right down here at the bottom with the outro. Starting our timer now. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies with some calm winds coming out of our west, a low temperature right around 27. Some sunshine returns for your Friday with some light winds out of the northwest, a high reaching 35. Mostly clear skies Friday evening, a low of 19, and sunshine again for your Saturday with a high of 34. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, that's perfect. One take right there for WGRI Cincinnati's forecast. Let's clip it right there using our razor tool. Why do we use a razor tool in Adobe Audition? Because we used to use razor blades and reel-to-reel tape. Let's see, splicing blocks and a grease pencil way back in the day. We'll raise up the voice just a hair on this one. Unmute the music bed. All righty, looks good. Let's go ahead and mount both these tracks together. Add the mastering that we need. Let's take a listen. Finished product, WGRI Cincinnati. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies with some calm winds coming out of our west, a low temperature right around 27. Some sunshine returns for your Friday with some light winds out of the northwest, a high reaching 35. Mostly clear skies Friday evening, a low of 19, and sunshine again for your Saturday with a high of 34. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, looks good there. There's a little fade. You can't really hear it on the music. That will trim off at 25. Scroll back to the front. Front end looks good. Control-Shift-E. We'll save it and send it on its way to Cincinnati, Ohio, and move on. Yeah, to our next station on the list. All right, let's go ahead and Control-V, overwrite, and save it to the E drive. There it is. Cincinnati, WGRI. FTP over the internet, through the woods, right into their production computer, automation computer. We're going to move up the street a ways. Dayton, Ohio is up next. WHKO, this is an urban signal, a part of the Cox Radio Broadcast Group. WHKO is one of the sister stations for WHIO. We'll start a recorder here right behind my head. In track 2, we've got the jingle bed lining up with it in track 1. 6 to midnight, this forecast airs. And we'll put 30 seconds there on the clock, starting with tonight's day part. Here we go. Funky music bed on this one we like to dance to. Hold just a second for that. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, increasing clouds with some light winds coming out of our west. Our low temperature right around 25 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy on your Friday. Northwest winds with a high reaching 33 and partly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 17. Some sunshine expected for your Saturday. Light and variable winds with a high reaching 31 and mostly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 22. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. And a one take, Johnny G. Here's the front of the weather forecast right here, I believe. Trim it right there. Highlight, delete everything else. Drag this back, 0 cursor mark. Unmute the music bed, bounce down both these audio files together. Adding the mastering that we need. Let's take a listen. Finished product, WHKO Dayton, Ohio weathercast. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, increasing clouds with some light winds coming out of our west. Our low temperature right around 25 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy on your Friday. Northwest winds with a high reaching 33 and partly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 17. Some sunshine expected for your Saturday. Light and variable winds with a high reaching 31 and mostly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 22. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. Oh, we're a little shy. I wanted to get under that. Let's go back here. I want to turn off the disco lights here. We're going to zoom in. I'm going to pull out a couple breaths. I want to get in behind that. I definitely want to get in behind that music bed. So let's do a couple clips, and we will just do a crossfade here over a breath. Doing a couple of these will get us to where we need to be. Let's find a deep breath. Oh, maybe not so many of them. Where are we at? Here was one. Whew, trying to zoom in here tight. I've had to shrink down my my view here, my window, just so you guys can see everything. And normally I would be able to zoom in a lot clearer and quicker. That looks much better. Bounce down again. Let's just listen to the end. I want to get under that music. I'm John Gale. Perfect. All right, good. All right, we'll zoom into the back side of things, trim it up. And again on the front, just a little couple milliseconds, maybe even less. Trim that off. Control-Shift-E. We're ready to save this. Yeah, an impressive bed. Yeah, it's a funky bed, I'll tell you that, Nathan. That's for certain. Yeah, that's one of those weird ones, you know, where you yell out, you know, help me. Help me! Some of those music beds, they crack me up. All right, let's go ahead and save this to my E drive first. WHKO FM EV. Come on now, Johnny G, get it together. Sometimes my fingers are a little fat on the keyboard. All right, Control-V, saving it as the MP3 and overwriting yesterday's forecast for WHKO Dayton, Ohio's in the can. We're going to go ahead and send that via FTP to the Cox Radio Broadcast Group there. Up in Dayton, back down to Cincinnati. WCVX is up next. CVX and AM signal 1160 AM Christian News Talk. Mom and Pop there. WCVX has their own jingle bed. We'll open that up right behind me. All right, start a recorder. Let's pull this over here a little bit like that. All right. See what we got. 30 seconds, please, on the clock. This airs 6 to midnight. If you're just tuning in, make sure you say hi. Let us know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what nation. We have folks from all over the world. The UK, Zambia, South Africa, all over the continents. And this airs 6 to midnight up there in Cincinnati, near my house. I'm between Cincy and Dayton. 11:60 a.m., 30 seconds on the clock. Let's give it a go with tonight's day part. Here we are. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds coming out of our west. Our low temperature, a cold 27 degrees. It will be mostly sunny for your Friday, but our high only reaching near 35. Clear skies overnight Friday evening, very cold temperatures, our low 19. Some sunshine again on Saturday with a high of 34. This weather's been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, perfect one take there for WCVX Cincinnati. Here's the front of the forecast. Let's trim it out. Zoom in, get rid of everything else. Come on now, Johnny G, pull her back. Where are we at? We're over our 30 again. I hate when that happens. This is a shorter music bed. That's fine. Zoom in here. Trimming it out. I think I started right? Whoops. What did I just do? I pulled in the wrong one. Scroll back. From the Christian Talk 1160. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's see where we're at. Couple little breasts that we can do our tricks on. Right here's a good one. Crossfade. Zoom in a little bit tighter. Crossfade there. This is a very short one, but we'll try it. Crossfade here. Crossfade. Yep, that might be a little too tight. We'll see what that sounds like. And one more over here. This will probably pull out, about a second, maybe a little less. All right, unmute the music bed, bounce down both the tracks, see what it sounds like, add the effects. Here we go. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds coming out of our west. Our low temperature, a cold 27 degrees. It will be mostly sunny for your Friday, but our high only reaching near 35. Clear skies overnight Friday evening, very cold temperatures, our low 19. Some sunshine again on Saturday with a high of 34. This weather's been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. That's a speedy read, but it's okay. 30-second mark perfect. We're good to go. Control-Shift-E being the shortcut. We're going to save this Cincinnati forecast, WCVX's weather, to my E drive as an MP3 file. 128 kilobit, or 128 hertz. Here we go. WCVX. I think I'm saying the wrong words there on the techie ends of things. All right, on time. Good job, guys. We're going to move on to the next signal in Palatka, Florida. This is the, I believe it's Tampa Bay area. Tampa Bay or Jacksonville? Jacksonville. Yeah, Jacksonville, Florida. We do one in Tampa Bay and one in Jacksonville. WPLK. This is a nostalgia station there, playing just about anything. All right, starting our recorder. This one airs this evening, 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 seconds. Let's see, Jacksonville, Palatka, Florida, Putnam County, St. John's. We'll start with tonight's day part. Here we go. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, cloudy skies with some calm winds coming out of our southwest. Our low temperature right around 55. A slight chance of some afternoon showers expected on your Friday, becoming cloudy with a high of 71 and more rain for Friday evening, a low of 57. A slight chance of some morning showers for Saturday, becoming cloudy, a high of 66. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. Looks good. One take, Johnny G. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you got to add the yeah onto the end of it or it's no good. All right, that's the old confetti. We want to send some prayers out to our friend Anita Dakin. She's fighting a illness that we're all very too familiar with right now. And she's doing fine, but she's going to see the doctor today to get a little help. So we want to keep her in our prayers today. Let's go ahead and bounce down this both these tracks together as one. Adding the mastering we need. Here's the finished product, WPLK, Palatka, Florida. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, cloudy skies with some calm winds coming out of our southwest. Our low temp. Right off the bat, I'm hearing the voice just a little hotter than I normally would. We'll pull that back. Pull that back in volume about 1.5. Rebounce down. See what that's like. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, cloudy skies with some calm winds coming out of our southwest. Our low temperature right around 55. A slight chance of some afternoon showers expected on your Friday, becoming cloudy with a high of 71 and more rain for Friday evening, a low of 57. A slight chance of some morning showers for Saturday, becoming cloudy, a high of 66. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. If you guys have any questions in regards to what we're doing here, some audio production, I'd be glad to answer to the best of my ability what I can answer. I'm not perfect, but I'll try my very best. No question is a stupid question. Just comment below and let us know what you have to ask. We'd be glad to talk with you. We want to engage with some folks. We've found some great folks today in the radio and music business, so welcome to you all. Whatever your background may be, WPLK is in the can. We're going to go ahead and overwrite yesterday's forecast, saving it to my E-drive, and now we'll find out. I've got a solid-state 3 terabyte E-drive that I love. No moving parts on the SSD drives. They're pretty awesome. Noiseless. KIMX is up next. This is Cheyenne, Wyoming. This is called a dual read, meaning it's covering 2 different cities with 2 different forecasts, but the same radio tower frequency covers both the cities. So you have to combine them, and this I have to do in less than 26 seconds. So we're going to start our recorder in track 2. KIMX has a great little jingle stinging bed. This airs 4 p.m. to midnight Mountain Time. Let's put 26 seconds on the clock as I pop my P's. This is Laramie here at the top, all these windows. Laramie Regional Airport. So we're going to start with tonight. And then this is Cheyenne's. They are very close, only a couple of, let's see, that's 3 degrees. Those the 1 degree. So we can do those pretty much the same. Sometimes you can combine them, sometimes you cannot. It's harder when you cannot. All right, let's take a look at the forecast, 26 seconds, and give this a read, starting right now. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, some isolated snow showers expected by morning, becoming mostly cloudy with our low temperature in the upper teens. Mostly sunny on your Friday with a high reaching near 40, and mostly cloudy Friday evening, light winds out of our southeast, a low temperature around 20. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, that's a good read. A 1 take for KIMX Cheyenne, Wyoming. Yeah. All right, let's zoom in, trim it out, give you the Adobe view, and let you see the production process here as we finish this up. All right, big jingle sting here, singing jingle sting. You'll love this bed, Nathan. Let's zoom in here a little tight. Let's trim this up a little closer, like that, and pull this back here. Unmute the music bed. Let's bounce down both the tracks, see what we get. Add our effects. Here we go. Finished product, KIMX Cheyenne, Wyoming's forecast.
KIMX weather.
From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, some isolated snow showers expected by morning, becoming mostly cloudy with our low temperature in the upper teens. Mostly sunny on your Friday with a high reaching near 40, and mostly cloudy Friday evening, light winds out of our southeast, a low temperature around 20. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All righty, looks good there. KIMX is in the can. We're just going to shave off the end of the fade. Nice bet on that one. Yeah, you want to hear it again? Here, listen to the sting at the front, Noah. Nathan, Noah. Sorry. I'm mixing up my Bible characters. Here we go.
KIMX weather.
From the WeatherBug Weather. Pretty sweet, eh? I don't know who did that. TM Century or Jam or something. I'm not sure. Control-Shift-E. I think it's a kind of a mixing thing together. I don't think one production company did all of that. So let's go ahead and switch the right camera view. Nice editing, though. Nice production on that. KIMX. In the can. Let's go ahead and find it. There it is. Send it off. And now you're going to like this one too, Nathan. Actually, the next 2 ones are pretty good. These all used to be my favorite jingle beds. K-Hat Radio, their sister station, same 2 areas of Laramie and Cheyenne. Of course, a different format. K-Hat, you expect it to be country, K-H-A-T. This is a donut sting with a hole in the middle for the voiceover. We'll start a recorder there. New Country 96.7, same forecast. Here we go. 24 seconds on the clock. New Country 96.7. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and Cheyenne this evening, an isolated snow shower expected by morning, becoming mostly cloudy with a low temperature right around 17. Isolated snow showers later on. Why is that so much? Oh, look what I did. I screwed up on that. I'm reading two different lines. That's a weird one right there. I'm a bad boy. I am indeed. Let's try it again. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, an isolated snow shower expected by morning, becoming mostly cloudy, a low temperature in the upper teens. Some sunshine expected for your Friday, light winds out of the south and a high of 39, and mostly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 20 degrees. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, good there. One take? Not a one take. That wasn't a one take. What's wrong with you? Scroll back, trim, and get rid of. Let's drop it right here in the center of things. We'll switch to the Adobe large screen view here. Like I said, the hole in the middle for the voiceover. Lining it up as it stings out. And then we want it to finish up at the last sting. Looks good there. Unmute the music bed. All right, bounce down both the tracks, add the mastering, take a listen, finished product, K-Hat Radio. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, an isolated snow shower expected by morning, becoming mostly cloudy, a low temperature in the upper teens. Some sunshine expected for your Friday, light winds out of the south and a high of 39, and mostly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 20 degrees. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet jams, don't you say? I'm telling you, good stuff there. Those I love jingles. I'm a fan. If you guys are not a part of the group pages for jingles on Facebook, you need to be. There are some pretty sweet jingles that people post way back, from the 50s all the way through to today. Some of them during the 80s and the 70s, really sweet stuff. Let's switch to the right cam view. We're going to name this K-Hat Radio, FMEV, and then I got one more great jingle for you guys to hear next. It's KMAR. Yeah, rock and roll, Nathan, you gotcha. On time, good job. We're going to move on. KMAR. This is the other Louisiana signal I was talking about, closing out the K-Hat. Forecast will open up KMAR here. This one, the best jingle of all of them. I had to add some keyframes, dropping down volumes. I may have to do it a little bit more. Let's do that. All right, let's start our recorder there in track 2. This has got a singing jingle, stinging bed, pretty sweet. Switch over here to the forecast view, put 24 seconds on the clock. This one airs this evening. Winsboro, Louisiana, Franklin County, Louisiana area, starting with tonight's day part. Here we go. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your wind. Today's Thursday. Is today Thursday? It is. Okay, reread. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast. For tonight, some rain is expected. Heavy rain at times, 1 to 2 inches possible. Some light winds out of our north, a low of 54. A chance of some morning rain showers on your Friday, becoming cloudy with a high near 60. And mostly cloudy Friday evening, light winds out of our northeast, and a low of 42. That's a look at your KMAR weather. One take for KMAR. I'm just not a fan of the Dallas Jam stuff. Here in the UK, our local stations went mad for them. They were really overplayed. Yeah, it's easy to overplay them. I hear some stations, they've played the same little jingles for, 20 years or more, which is pretty amazing. Where's the front of the forecast on this one? I don't think this is accurate. Heavy rain at times. Let's scroll back to the front. In the KMA. Yeah, that's it. All right. So we are going to pull this up into the right track first. Line it up underneath. Here's the stinging ramp down right here. Zoom in here again tight. Pull this right around there. Looking good right there. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both the tracks. Mastering. Here we go. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast. For tonight, some rain is expected. Heavy rain at times, 1 to 2 inches possible. Some light winds out of our north, a low of 54. A chance of some morning rain showers on your Friday, becoming cloudy with a high near 60. And mostly cloudy Friday evening, light winds out of our northeast and a low of 42. That's a look at your KMAR weather. Very cool jingle bed production there, music. Nice stuff. You got the country kind of sound there. Really sweet. Let's trim it up and we'll play it one more time. In the KMAR Weather Center, here. Pretty sweet, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and save this file. Whoopsie daisy. What are you doing, Johnny G? Naming it KMAR FM EV for evening. We will save that as the MP3 it needs to be, overriding yesterday's forecast there in Louisiana. Let's find it and send it over the internet like a giant Dropbox in the sky right to Winsboro, Louisiana. Guys, that's going to be it for this edition of The Radio Guy. I have so much appreciated each and every one of you guys sticking in with us. Richard, Nathan, Chris, who else was in here tonight? Chris, the other Chris, Nathan, Chris Brookbanks. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow us. Give us a little love, some thumbs up on your way out. You can follow us on Facebook Live, our page there called The Radio Guy. We're also on the Twitch platform, the Audio Pro there. I kind of labeled myself something I'm not quite, but I'm definitely aspiring to be an Audio Pro. Also on YouTube, more of The Radio Guy there. And you can check us out on social media for some behind-the-scenes photos at Instagram, the.radio guy. We're going to do it again. Let's see, Friday, tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Until then, take care of yourselves, be safe, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.